What's up, Geminis? Welcome to your November 2020 tarot reading. My name is Tay. Welcome to the Esoteric Empire. So guess what? We're about to get into your reading. Let's go ahead and see what it's about. I will have the dates on the screen for that particular part of the month, and then I'll also switch at the very end to your oracle message. So let's just go ahead and get started. So your focus is Aquarius, one of your fellow air signs. So you could be focused on an Aquarius, or you could be focused on your goals, your hopes, the things that you want to bring into your life, or how you could be helping others as well, what you want to communicate, what you want to tell people. So for November 1st through the 10th, what's going on for Gemini? Wow. All right, I think slow progress, making a little money, a little change here and there. Bottom of the deck, Prince of Pentacles. Or you're starting a new venture on making money or starting a certain business of your own. All right, so we got Temperance in reverse. I need you to calm it down. I think someone's indulging. I think someone is a little closed off to what could be. I think someone is looking at the cup half empty instead of half full. But I definitely think someone is indulging, okay? We have Two of Cups in reverse. Gemini, you saying fuck love? Like, you don't... Are you just not happy? What's going on? You're definitely not feeling the love vibe right now. Definitely at odds with someone. You may even hate someone. And you're not seeing your full potential, Gemini. This is your card. Gemini, you definitely are kind of off right now. I think you're starting off the month not too good. You could just be like having a really bad way that you're dealing with your issues right now, but I do see that you're being a little like, I feel like you're intoxicated or something. You're like, fuck you. Like, you kind of just fell off, like trust-wise or just how you are communicating with other people. And you're missing out on the things that make you so important and make it to where you can actually have things, your resources. Okay, so let's dig deeper. Okay, so you realize, I think you asked for something and realized that that's not what you actually wanted, but it did teach you something. It's kind of like we find out the truth about something you really didn't want to know, but you kept saying, I want to know, tell me the truth. And then someone tells you and you're like, fuck you. You weren't supposed to tell me that. I feel like you're a little imbalanced, like hormone wise. I don't know who that's for, but I feel like you may be having like mood swings. Maybe that time of the month, okay? Because you want to be successful, but it's taking too long. You want to be successful, but it's taking too long. Or you want something to be shown, but it's taking too long. So you're upset about it. You're not calm. You're like, what's the problem? Like, let's get this going. Let's get this show on the road. I don't think you're acting like yourself, though. It's like you forgot how to multitask. Gemini, that's definitely not you. So if you're not able to multitask, that means something has got one of your arms tied behind your back. You need to figure out what that is. Okay, because that's not even how you operate. Queen of Cups. I definitely feel like this has something to do with you want to bring something into existence, or maybe you had a child and now you feel like it was wrong timing. Oh, it's something with like comfortability and being a mother. If you're a female, something isn't right with that. Like you said you wanted it, but then you didn't want it. The Magician again. Six of Wands. So I feel like now I'm starting to feel like you did something for show, or you thought if you did something it would be a success, but now you feel like it didn't turn out the way you wanted it to. Now you're upset about it. Or maybe you stayed in a relationship because it was good for, the look. It was good for optics, but now that's not how you feel. You're definitely upset though. Like, you're upset about, if you're married, you're upset that you're married and you want it to still feel like you're dating. You're like it doesn't feel good to you. Like, you want more, you need more passion. Like, you're like, where's the passion? Where's all of this? Like, Oh, you're just not happy about this. Ooh. Okay. So who are you upset with? Like, who's pissing you off in the beginning of November? Okay, we got a Capricorn and a Libra here that could be pissing you off. So you're showing up as somebody who's very like energized and passionate about whatever they're saying. Passion could be a good thing or a bad thing, but either way, you have a very strong opinion on what you're communicating to others. And the other person that you're upset with, they got the Hermit. They're over here quiet, acting like they don't hear you, being lazy. Not lazy. That's not on. Maybe they are being lazy, but like they're not actually communicating with you. They're keeping very quiet, and they're acting like they don't have nothing to say, like they don't care, which is really ticking you off even more. All right, let's go ahead and see what's happening in the middle of your November. So the middle of your November is the 11th through the 20th. All right, so there's some lies here. I feel like there's a lot of cussing. I feel like there's a lot of arguments that are happening. There's a conversation you're going to have in the middle of November that's going to make it to where you feel very upset. Something backfired. You have a lot of mental blockages. Like every time you try to think to say something or whatever the case is, you try to communicate it, it doesn't come out right, or you take back something, like you start something but you don't finish it because you can't get your mind on the right page with it, whether it's a conversation or just communicating with this other person. Maybe the reason you're not talking is because you don't want to mess up your money. Like maybe you get money with this person or they are your provider, you know, especially if it's like, you know, a spousal situation. You don't want to be broke. Three of Cups in reverse, but you're not happy. You're not having fun with this person anymore, and it could be due to some sort of like trust issues that you're having. Like you feel like you're the third wheel, or you feel like you're not a part of the situation anymore. Let me see what's up with this. Prince of Wands. They could be just a dynamic type of person, the person that you're with. But I also feel like you know that they're going somewhere. Like you know that they're going to be somebody or something. So you don't want to mess up what it could be. Like you still have hope for the vision of what you guys could be together. So you're like, I don't want to mess this up, you know. For some of you, I also feel like you have a son with this person and you don't want to lose the dynamic that your kid has with this person. Okay. So you want to heal it, but on the other hand, you want to start your own stuff. You want to have your own things, and then the other side of you wants to heal the situation. So you kind of, but I also feel like you're reverting back to a way that you always are, Gemini. Like I feel like you're the type of person where when things get tough, you either run or you just like stay and you thug it out, but you're not happy. So you're like reverting back to your old ways to a certain extent. You're trying to choose, should I stay or go? Like, is it worth it for me to stay? So you're like, you either think that the person you're with is going to see someone. You feel like they always go talk to someone about your all's problems, or you feel like they go hang out with someone that you're not cool with, or you're trying to figure out, should you just leave the situation because you're not happy anymore in the situation. Yeah, Page of Cups. I kind of feel like you are trying to debate, should you move on to a new relationship, or is the person that you're with, are they entertaining someone else? Are they dating someone because you feel like they're leaving to go see them or something? Yeah, I see that you're either literally about to get up and go, or this person is having sexual relations with someone else. this other person that they could be dealing with could be a Virgo or a Taurus or a Capricorn. This is getting weird. Okay. Who's all involved in this situation with this third party situation, if there is one? If there is a third party situation, what's happening? We have an Aquarius. Remember that Aquarius focus that we had? Showing up again. Yeah. It's a third party situation, and they're most likely dealing with an Aquarius. It could be that they have Aquarius in their chart. But you feel this. I think that you know something's up, but you don't know how to address it. So you know, you can feel that something is wrong, but you don't know what to do about it. You may have even found evidence of this, but you have not said anything about it. Your partner is just out and about, ripping and running, you know, acting like everything's all good. He has a lot of energy for the other person, and he or she has a lot of energy, you know, when they're out, but then they come back home and they're all boring. You're like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? And then the person that they're around, they're either going out places, or this person that they're messing with, they're not only talking to your spouse. They're talking to your spouse and other people at the same time. So this person, I don't know if they know about you, but they definitely don't give a damn if they did know about you. I feel like they just kind of go and do as they please. Let's get you some advice, honey. Ace of Cups. I think 1, be calm. 2, go to the root of the situation. I don't know if it's time to actually confront them, but it definitely is time to start talking about the emotional aspect of the relationship. So you also may have to get used to the idea that you may have to start a new life. Like maybe you guys already are broken up and they've moved on and you haven't, but it's like, girl or guy, like just jump in, like do your own thing. You got to live your own life. So if you're in the relationship still, I think that you have to be in touch with thinking about what might happen if you find out that this is true, that this person is not being faithful to you. And if you're not in a relationship, they've moved on, so it's your turn to move on, girl. Like, you just got to make it happen. Let's go ahead and see what's happening at the end of your November. The ending of your November is the 21st through the 30th. All right. You're not taking care of your business. I think you're focused on the wrong things. And if you're a mom, you can't be the best mom that you can be because you're focused on so many other things. Okay, so let's see what's happening. You're becoming extreme about your feelings and what you believe. Even if you talk to this person and it's like you're hard to, like, nobody can change your mind. Like whatever you're saying, that's it. Nobody can talk to you about it. Nobody can, even try to have a discussion about it with you because you're being too harsh, too hard to talk to. You're upset about this Aries, if there's an Aries in the situation, or you feel like the Aries has control over a situation, or you're not trying to hear what anybody else has to say. Like, it is what it is. And then we have the Devil in reverse here. You know what's up, and you still choose to stay chained to this person who's doing you dirty or whatever. And then you want to be mad at everybody that you're upset. It's like, why are you upset if you know what's going on, but you still decided to stick around? Because you're still in denial. Like, you feel like now that you know what's going on, you still don't want to leave it alone. So you want to stay stuck. You want to hold on to the fairy tale of the family that you have or whatever. I almost feel like you're bitter. I'm not going to lie. But you don't have to be. Like, you could just move on. Your mind is everywhere. You feel like you can't trust what anyone has to tell you. Your mind is, going everywhere in your head. You're chaotic. You're trying to do things to take your mind off of it, but it only makes it worse. When I saw this, the first thing I thought was there's a new thought. Not thought, like thought, but an actual thought. But it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? There's a new person here, and I think it's an Aries. Could be an Aries, but it's like there's something new, like a new journey with this person. And I just kind of feel like you don't know how to take it, but at the same time, you would rather just stick around instead of move on from it. So that's a little weird. Not weird, but it's a little like troublesome. So you're waiting on your gift, or you want to share whoever you're with this other person. Or maybe you're like, you know what? I'm going to move on. I'm going to wait for my karma to come back to me, you know? You're staying because you feel like whatever they have, it'll end, and then it'll be just about you again. Or you could be staying until Scorpio season is over, and then because that may be the breaking point for you. Ooh, child. Who's all involved in this situation? Gemini. It's just you, baby. And you know what's really sad about this? I feel like that says more than, like, it has multiple layers. Like, it's just you that's trying to hold on to a relationship that somebody else has moved on from. Meaning that you could be literally single, or you could still be in the relationship, but that person has already moved on. So it's like, what are you going to do? Are you just going to keep pretending that it's something that it isn't? Or are you just going to keep being mad at everyone when you have the opportunity to move away from it? Change. It's time for you to move on. And I think you are noticing that. You're starting to see like, okay, I got to build myself back up because nobody got me like I got me. And that's where that Gemini energy comes in. But you got to really grab onto it. All right? Like, now, if there was any time to switch sides of the Gemini, now's the time to do that, okay? Your spouse or your ex is showing up as bravery and cruelty. I feel like they're running into something new with someone else very quickly. And it's cruel because they didn't even wait, you know, like they didn't wait to move on. They just did, type of thing. But at the same time, it's their life, you know, when you end something with someone else, then you can move on to something new. It's like, it is what it is. So it is cruel, but at the same time, they don't know what they're getting themselves into. So relax, like, just focus on you. Now let's get you a card of advice. I think you're like so determined to see it work out, but it's like, girl, that's not what's happening. The Hierophant. Focus on your future. Focus on the things you're trying to build for yourself. Focus on your stability. You're focused on something that's shaky. Like, this person is shaky. Like, move on to something different. Let's go ahead and see what your oracle message is for this whole month of November. Deception and envy. When you see someone's true colors and they show you who they are, believe them. And that's all I got to say on that situation. If you enjoyed this reading, please make sure you leave me a thumbs up. If I helped you figure out something in your life, please leave a thumbs up. You can also leave comments down below if you just want to talk to me and tell me how things are going in your situation. I love to catch up with people and see how everything played out for them. You can also subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos. I know you do. And also, I do have a notification bell that you can click so that you are actually notified when I upload. Also, I have memberships now on my channel. Don't forget, if you would like to contact me for readings, you can sign up for my Patreon or email me for info on that and natal birth chart readings. You can also follow me on Instagram. And with that being said, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.